just we here back to a new regular show review. And if y'all didn't saw this one, go and check it out. We're back with the next two episodes, season 6 of regular show. And yeah, we start with I'm not so sure about this episode, to be honest. The first one of this review. I mean, especially towards the end. Which yeah, it starts with Benson giving everybody their jobs to do and Muscle Man wanting to give them an announcement, which has this paper of things he wants to do. And yeah, then we see Des. Des comes up and wondering where Muscle Man is and talking about the Winged Kingdom. Like, yeah, it seems like he's got an appointment with Des. And they're actually wanting to help him with his bucket list that before he, what he says, moves to another world, moves out of this world, leaves this world, and yeah, they go over to his apartment to talk about the list, and yeah, they get a call from Dr. Henry, and he says about his condition, it's not so good. Yeah, they say that Muscle Man's condition is not so good, and they're saying to High Five Ghost that he can't blame himself, and yeah, they all feel so bad for Muscle Man too, thinking they would have thought he would have lived for much more longer. And yeah, Benson even saying that this is all on him for what they're going to be doing for Muscle Man. And yeah, they're doing all these different activities, all for Muscle Man, before he, and what they say, again, leaving this world. And yeah, again, it is kind of touching, though, I would say, like this montage of them just helping, and then him just getting all upset when wanting to give them all his stuff, which yeah, they're having to make him chill out or relax. And yeah, eating at the Wing Kingdom again and having these all matching suits. And yeah, Benson making or saying this thing to Muscle Man and the others, and yeah, him just trying not to cry, and them even doing their tuck parts of their clothing and waving it in the air like Muscle Man would do, and even saying these very touching like things to everybody as well. And then when he's walking away, we just see different flashbacks with Muscle Man and saying to not follow him. And yeah, they're all crying while he goes to the restroom, and this bright light appears too. And yeah, Des wonders where Muscle Man is, which they go to the bathroom. And yeah, Starla and Muscle Man's brother comes, and of course she doesn't know what's going on. And yeah, they bring out Muscle Man seemingly dead. And of course Starla is all upset. And yeah, they're doing this one last request Muscle Man wanted to have was to play this tape. Which then he just starts dancing. And yeah, then this ball comes and Des gives him this ring, which then he proposes to Starla, saying that the old Muscle Man is dead and now he's just a new man, Mitch. But then sees when we see the whole marry me, Starla, love Mitch, of course she doesn't want to marry the new him. She wants to marry the one that she fell in love with. So yeah, he tries it again, and yeah, ends up getting her to say yes when saying on going back to his old self. And yeah, everybody is just upset. And yeah, I can completely understand. Like Benson is like, I did all this money for you, and this is, like they all thought that something was seriously wrong. Like everybody was just saying of how uncool this is, and yeah, that was kind of not so great for Muscle Man of how saying all these different things, like him acting like he was passing on, literally. And of course, High Five Ghost thought the proposal was nice, while everybody just outslaves, and they're like, "When you're really dying, we're not going to be here for you." While they just leave away. Like I said, I mean, yeah, it was really cool to see Muscle Man propose to Starla, but again, just the way he did this whole thing, especially doing that to his friends, yeah, I just really didn't like that. But then we go to the next episode, and it's another good one, I would say. I did enjoy. And yeah, starts with Rigby and Mordecai watering, and yeah, CJ comes to get Mordecai, and Mordecai wondering if Rigby can cover for him. And then while they're doing the litter, he wonders if Rigby can cover for him again. And then when they're wiping the windows, wondering if Rigby can cover for him again. And then when they're talking about the different things, Benson is gathering everybody. Mordecai is late, which then talking about the job that he needs to do, which Rigby is like, Rigby is like, you know, he's saying that he can do it by himself, and then he actually suggests of how he quits and he can go and get a paycheck by himself. And yeah, Mordecai is like, "Come on, dude, you can't even get a job without me." And yeah, Rigby goes to get a job and to prove that he can get a paycheck. And yeah, goes over to this place and not able to go get do any of the things that they are on needing, like a diploma and driver's license, anything like that. And then we see this lady gives him this card, which yeah, this guy gets Rigby this job and having to go into this truck, which then they're gonna have to go and move boxes. And he's like, "What are you doing? You got to lift with your back." And yeah, showing all these pecs on their backs, like dead gum. And yeah, he is just so exhausted. And yeah, of course, Mordecai is wondering if Rigby can cover or to be able to go to with CJ. And then yeah, you just got to feel bad for Mordecai or Rigby though. Like again, he's saying of how he managed to help him get over Margaret and all these other different things. And yeah, Benson is coming in and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, Benson. I'm sorry, Rigby, but we're having to move this printing machine into your room." And he's like, "Fine, I can go and probably get a hotel." Which yeah, he then is living inside the truck. Like yeah, this is not so good for Rigby. And then, yeah, after working again, he is just so exhausted and goes to Eileen, which he believes that he can get that paycheck. And yeah, after all this working, and yeah, they're able to get their paychecks, except for Rigby, which his gets sent to the very back of the truck, and he can't get it unless he unloads all these boxes. And yeah, Mordecai is like, "Dude, you don't have to do this." And yeah, of course he's doing it. And yeah, he's just lifting, and there even one of the guys is like, "You're gonna, like you got to stop this." Tells the boss, "You got to stop this." And yeah, he's just trying to lift, and then again, just trying to say that you don't need to. Again, just trying to stop him that he doesn't have to do this. But then he lifts with his back and gets those pecs, and yeah, the guy is like, "I never seen how terrible of a worker you are." Which yeah, Rigby quits, and yeah, Mordecai does apologize to Rigby, which yeah, Rigby is just trying to wave the check into his face. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below. Get to the next one.